GH legend left the world of Port Charles. Ingo Rademacher. What led to this heartbreaking moment? For more than 2 decades, fans tuned in day after day to watch Jasper Jax walk through the doors of General Hospital, charm everyone in Port Charles, and bring intensity, wit, and emotion to some of the soap's most memorable storylines. But the shocking and emotional end of Ingo Rademacher's tenure on the show, one that left fans stunned and hearts heavy, was not due to a dramatic scripted death, but a very real and controversial decision off-screen that reshaped his career and the connection he shared with his audience. Ingo Rademacher first stepped into the role of Jax in the mid-1990s, quickly becoming one of General Hospital's most beloved characters. Over the years, his character's romantic entanglements, business dramas, and personal crises became cornerstone narratives for the long-running daytime drama. Many viewers didn't just see Jax as a fictional figure, they saw him as part of the family, someone whose ups and downs felt deeply personal and real. But in 2021, the familiar face of Jax suddenly stopped appearing on screens, leaving fans with a void that no other storyline could easily fill. The catalyst for this abrupt departure was the show's enforcement of a COVID-19 vaccine mandate. When the policy was implemented, Rademacher declined to comply with the requirement, and as a result, his contract with the series was terminated. This decision ignited intense reactions from fans, colleagues, and entertainment media alike. Some supported his right to make personal choices, while others voiced disappointment and confusion. What was not widely understood at the time was how deeply this decision would affect Rademacher emotionally, socially, and professionally. In the wake of his exit, Rademacher took the rare and bold step of suing ABC, the parent company of General Hospital, asserting that his firing was unjust and rooted in discrimination against his personal beliefs. Although the case made headlines and generated significant discussion among entertainment law observers, a judge ultimately ruled in favor of ABC. Later motions seeking to reopen the case were also denied. What had begun as a fight for perceived justice became yet another chapter in a very public struggle for the actor. But beyond the legal filings and public statements, the real story of this heartbreaking moment is personal. In interviews and on social platforms, Rademacher spoke candidly about the toll the exit had taken on his mental health. He had invested so much of himself into General Hospital and the character of Jax that stepping away, not as a creative choice but as a consequence of conflicting beliefs, hit him in ways that few could have anticipated. Fans who admired his work were suddenly confronted with the reality of life beyond Port Charles for the man who had once walked its streets so confidently. For viewers who had watched Jax grow, evolve, love, and lose, the absence was visceral. The empty chair at family dinners, the silence where Jax's banter once was, these became symbols of an era that had closed not with a dramatic exit storyline, but with a real-world conflict that no script could soften. Social media sentiment ranged widely. Some fans expressed sorrow and frustration. Others debated the complex intersection of personal choice, professional consequence, and public life. Whatever side people took, the impact was undeniable. Today, Ingo Rademacher continues his life and work outside of General Hospital, carrying with him the legacy of Jax, a character that brought joy, excitement, and drama into millions of homes for decades. His story isn't one of loss in the literal sense, but it is one of profound change. It's a reminder that even legends have chapters that end unexpectedly, and that sometimes the most heartbreaking moments aren't scripted, they're lived.